Hello. Welcome to the Anything Bowl Where Anything Goes. My name is Miguel.
I'm Brendan.
And welcome to episode 76, folks. Today, we have... Oh, my God. What a list we have for you today. This is actually part 1 of 2.
Woo.
Part 1 being 76. Part 2 being 77.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Okay.
On the list. Ready? Dragon Ball. We got a bunch of news in there. We're going to talk Loki, Season 2, Episode 2. Werewolf by Night. Dragon Ball. We're not doing Evolution. It Chapters 1 and 2, the 4 canon Halloween movies, Nightmare Before Christmas, and the legacy of horror movies and icons.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, Brendan.
Welcome.
How you doing?
I'm so
You had
tired.
an eventful day yesterday?
I've had eventful, seems like weeks.
Weeks and weeks and weeks.
Weeks and weeks. Every time I try to catch up on sleep, people are like, hey, do you want to drink for a whole
Do you want
day?
to go drink? Do you want to go to a wedding? Do you want to
just get hammered constantly? And I'm like, I guess so.
I guess I have to. This is a family occasion, therefore I am legally obligated.
To just keep drinking.
Yep.
And then you're just like, hey, you want to do a podcast? I'm like, hey, do you want to do it sober? And you're like, but I brought whiskey.
I made sure to deliberately buy Jameson just for this occasion.
Yes.
The shots are like $6, Brendan. In this economy, you think I'm just going to throw that away?
Yeah.
No. Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Anyway.
It's like a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
No, that's fucking delicious.
A whole meal
I
versus
feel
a shot
sick
of whiskey.
as shit.
Do you?
Yes. I
Yeah.
said last week I was getting sick, and now it wasn't until today when, ironically, you came over that I started feeling it right in my face and in my nose.
Yes. Allergies.
I think this is like the 4th or 5th. I did stop taking the allergy meds.
There you
Because
go.
I thought that they were gone.
No,
Nope.
the end of October.
That's fucking great. All right.
And into the first couple weeks of November.
Pump the meds.
Just keep fucking taking them until the air's so cold you can feel it burn your lungs, and you're like, well, all the pollen's dead now, and that's when you
I
can
guess
stop.
we're okay now.
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
And then the moment that first leaf sprouts back out, you're like, fuck, here we go again.
Here we go again.
And then you start like
Dying.
going through the spring, and then
Yeah.
it finally stops when you like
It's too hot.
it gets too hot, and you can
Yeah.
actually go swimming and clean out your lungs because you're fucking drowning
With
by
the
accident.
water?
Yeah.
All right,
goes
let's
through
start
the whole
the
sinus.
let's start the day with probably the thing that makes us the most angry, or at least me.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Daima.
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Brendan, what do you think of Dragon Ball Daima?
Baby Vegeta is adorable.
He is adorable.
And I didn't fucking ask for it.
No, nobody did. I don't understand why this is happening. Do you want to see the what is it? Fucking Toriyama put out a statement that I sent to you.
I did not read it. What is
I know
it?
you didn't.
What did he
Hold
say?
on, I'll find it.
Read
I'll
to
find it.
class.
Read to the class. Read to the class. There it is.
Tacos and sushi. Tacos and sushi.
And then tight press. I'm currently working on a new Dragon Ball. The title is Dragon Ball Daima. Daima is a made-up term because that's how I roll. As writer-artist, I make
Awesome.
things up on the go, but in English, it's evil. Due to a conspiracy, Goku and friends are turned small in order to be motivated. I use my favorite ideas from GT. It's a grand tour adventure with intense action in a mysterious world. Since Goku has to make up for his petite size, he's going to use the power pole to fight, because unlike GT Goku, his power regresses to back when he was a kid.
That sounds so boring.
I came up with the story and settings
What does
as well
Vegeta
as
get?
as well as a lot of the designs, just like I did for GT. So I can't wait to be involved more than ever. Dragon Ball Daima is another grand side story of the original Dragon Ball, and it'll make me happy for us to watch and enjoy it together, like I said about GT. Daima is not GT 2.0, nor its replacement. I love both, and so does... I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to butcher his name, but so does his co-creator.
But I thought he wasn't involved in GT, really.
He came up with a lot of the original designs.
But not the story.
No. This makes me think, he said it's another side story.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the only thing canon is Z. I think that he's going to pull right from under the rug. We didn't see Beerus in the trailer or anything, right?
Yeah.
Did we?
I thought I saw, or at least Weath or something. Or
What? No.
Oh, no, because it takes place in between all that. No,
Yeah.
because Super's not a side story. That's a continuation.
He said it's another side story.
In comparison to GT, as in it's the same thing.
But GT's not a side story.
It
GT's
is.
just another continuation.
But it's not, because it's not canon, so we don't consider it one. It's a side story.
I love cats.
So this will not be canon just like that one. It's just content.
I'm tired of this, okay?
I just want another season of Super. Where
That's
the
all
fuck
we
is
want.
Super?
I want another season of Super, or call it something else, but give us the animation style. Because the animation in this Daima trailer looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
It looks stellar. It looks polished. It looks like they actually care and put an effort to it instead of what happened with the beginning of Super, how it looked like trash.
I'm sorry. I don't have a cat. Why is the cat eating the couch?
The cat is clawing. It is tasty.
Okay.
My nose is going to be running this entire time.
That's fine. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Is it because of the caffeinated liquid IV?
And the chicken.
God bless. No, dude, I'm with you. All I want is another season of Super, but in like the animation style of Broly. Because I thought that was the shit.
That was awesome. It was 2018.
Yes, it was.
5
We went to go
years
see
ago.
that together.
Yes.
It was amazing.
And we watched it again.
Fuck yeah. We're going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of Super.
It's
Couldn't
fucking
finish GT. It was
fantastic.
bad.
Yeah. Gave up right at the end when it got a little bit better.
You know what's really sad, though? Is I'm going to watch this anyway.
What? Oh, this new show?
Daima, yeah. Just like every other Dragon Ball fan, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch it and I'm going to deal with it. And then
Is it
pray
even
that we
coming
get
out
more.
in English straight away?
I doubt it.
So
maybe it'll be like Heroes where it never gets an English dub.
So we won't even have to worry about it.
I'm still going to watch it.
If it comes to English and I hear that it's good, I'll watch it. But I'm not gonna watch
That's fine.
the sub.
I was really hoping for Ultra Instinct Baby Goku.
I was hoping that they would just use it as an excuse to get
Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan 4 again.
Yeah.
And then like make it canon, but the fact that he called it another side story,
Yeah.
I don't think it is. He just
I don't know, man. I think it's definitely going to be like it has nothing to do with Super or like Post Z. I think it's totally going to be like, oh man, look, Goku, he's in his orange gi. Wait, there's a bad guy. Oh, now they're kids. It's not going to even like talk about it. Beerus and fucking Whis aren't going to exist.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely just going to be like,
We're gonna get a baby monkey fighting match when they just both look at
Oh
the
my
moon
God.
and they're just gonna be like, I'm the stronger Goku. No.
but they don't even look like the kid versions of them. They just look like chibi versions of the characters. Ignore the cat, okay? Very excited. That couch is delicious.
Okay.
He's like, I was having a great time. What's wrong?
What the fuck
You
happened?
couldn't focus because of the cat?
No, it was very distracting. Because I'm just tired.
You are very tired.
I'm very tired.
You're usually the one that's screaming and yelling and excited. He's about to eat that couch again, I swear to God.
No, he's under the couch now. Is he pooping on it? No, okay. Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Back to the thing. I want more of that, but I ate most of this, so I want to make sure
I'm not going to eat it. I want the crackers.
Awesome.
This is the perfect podcast. This episode is the perfect podcast for people who just want to like put on background noise because we're trying to stay on topic, but everything's going on around us.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad showed up already.
Yeah.
The cat's biting stuff.
I'm eating chicken.
My nose won't stop running.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, so Dragon Ball Daima.
Not excited.
Not excited. Going to watch it anyway.
Interested, but not excited.
Chibi Dragon Ball. Invincible Season 2. Got a trailer today.
Did it?
Yes, it did.
I did not watch.
Release date, November 17th. November 3rd. Premiere. November is going to be a packed month for us.
Yes, it
And
is.
I thought about this today when we were watching Werewolf by Night. I love that this is the first year in a long time that I'm like going to the movies a ton and watching a ton of like different stuff.
So you can actually compare things instead of just being like,
Exactly.
I didn't like it. You could be like, no, that was ass.
It-
And I can
exactly,
tell.
exactly. But it's also incredibly stressful when you're trying to build this podcast of ours and we're like, all right, man, we already have to watch these 5 movies.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say? TV too? Okay. Sure. And then like on a drop of a hat, they're like, in 1 week, you got another big TV show that you're going to love and you want to watch on top of the 4 others. And you're like,
That's the problem. If you announced it all ahead of time,
then we'd be able to plan for it.
But
Yeah.
some people are still doing that, and other people are like, next week,
Dude,
here you go.
November. Loki. I think the last 2 episodes or something. Now it's Invincible. Monster shit on Apple TV Plus. Rick and Morty that we didn't see the premiere for yet. It's a ton of stuff. And that's not even counting the movies, dude. Killers of the Flower Moon. 3.5 hours comes out in like a week.
That's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, it's on Netflix too, so I'm going to watch it at home. I
What
have to be able
about
to pull up my phone every like 40 minutes
Why?
because I don't have the
You have an
patience to do that.
addiction?
Well, yeah, but I don't have the patience, dude. You remember watching Oppenheimer, how tired we were after the fucking 2-hour mark? Couldn't stop
That's
squirming.
because the movie seemed like it needed to end, and it didn't.
Yeah, it just kept going.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's like 3.5 hours.
No, it's
Pirates of
not.
the Caribbean's like 3.5 hours for one of them. Endgame was like, if it's good, you don't realize the runtime.
Endgame, by the 6th or 7th time I saw it in theaters, was a fucking trudge to get through. Okay? Great movie. Phenomenally solid Marvel movie. The top 3 Marvel movies. Some of the best superhero movie I've ever seen in my life. That doesn't mean that like 2 hour, 45-minute mark is not horribly hard to get through.
Well, yeah, when you watch it 7 times in a
Exactly.
movie theater,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
which is
240.
clearly what everyone does for every film.
That's what we did. You didn't see it as many times as
That's
I
what
did.
you did.
We saw it like 3 times. And then when they were trying to push to beat Avatar, they were like, oh man, here's this bonus footage right at the end. A scene of the Hulk that's unfinished. We were like, that was the worst 30 seconds we ever fucking waited for.
Yeah.
Great poster, though. I got 2 more little stories for you. Best Buy is done with physical media.
What do you mean? No more.
No more DVDs, no more Blu-rays, no more. They already stopped selling CDs.
I just went there the other day and I saw the DVD section.
I know.
Like,
No, they announced it like today or yesterday.
I'm like, I never go over here.
No.
And I'm like, let me take a look what they got. And I'm like, I've seen all of this. There's no need.
It makes me upset.
Yeah.
I still like, but it's not that I love physical media. It's that there's certain things that I like. Like I'm not gonna go. We used to do this.
Does that include video games?
Yeah. We used to go to the. You remember we went to Walmart a handful of times. You go to like the $5 bin of Blu-rays. That's how I got Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
It's not even that I like to do that. It's there's certain series that I like the MCU. I try to have the whole thing on Blu-ray, even though I'm like 6 behind. Transformers, Star Wars, all that shit. Mm-hmm. The more that you phase out physical media, the more it's just not going to exist.
Yeah,
and that kind of blows to me.
Well, because they're not going to phase that out entirely. I think things like
Disney
Marvel
already
and
said
stuff
they
like
are.
that. They're going to stop with the standard stuff, but I still think that they're going to be
Steel
like
books and shit.
Steel books, the whole collection's just like own the entire Marvel thing. Like they'll do shit like that,
Every
which is all you want anyway.
$400.
Yeah,
I can't stand that. I mean, it's upsetting to me, but it's also kind of exciting. See what comes next. There's always going to be something else. Maybe they'll be like, now you can buy the USB. Look at this cool case.
You know what's crazy to think about?
No.
Like, even though we complain that there's too much Disney media and things like that, what do we do when it's gone?
What do you mean, like when Disney dies?
No, when like the whole like comic book
the boom
nerd culture kind of dies down.
Well, I think
like
by the time we get there, I think you and I will be diversified enough.
Okay.
Like if you asked me 4 years ago, like, hey, let's go see this movie, this random one, like Killers of the Flower Moon, I'd be like, who the fuck? I don't care.
Well, we were at that point because we were going regularly. We kind of fell out because like I remember we went to go see like.
But now I'm saying right now my mind is much more open to seeing random things. Like we were gonna see The Creator.
Yeah.
Only because I heard it was kind of good and John David Washington's in it. You asked me that like 3-4 years ago. I would have never fucking done that.
No.
I just hope by the time that like the comic book and the nerd culture boom ends, we as people are diversified enough to be like, it doesn't matter.
But I remember like there was one year where we saw like 4 Oscar bait movies in a row. That,
Did
like,
we?
We saw it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 1917.
That was great. 1917 is a good fucking movie.
And all those things. And like a year or two before that, I probably would have just been like, it's a war movie. That's cool, but I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
And like we just weren't in it. And I'm like,
Fuck
okay,
yeah.
I
That's
understand all these things.
Movie Pass was the shit when it was in its prime. We would see Gotti.
A-list is better though.
A-list is better, but I'm saying that's where we got it started with Movie Pass.
Yeah.
Movie Pass was the shit initially because we were like, yeah, man, we can go to any theater. Let's go drink some stuff in your car, hit this pen, walk in, and sit in these seats that are horribly cheaply made with 2 other people
Watch
screaming.
this really fucking bad John Travolta movie.
It's a really, really bad movie. It's like no part of it's amusing.
What's it called again?
Gotti? And he's
Gotti.
trying so hard.
Yeah.
Like Travolta's given, not that it's a good performance.
Terrible fucking film.
Yeah.
But without that, we wouldn't have seen that horrible, horrible movie and known that John Travolta should be done acting.
We stayed the whole time too.
Yeah. You know why?
We didn't get up or
nothing
anything.
better to do.
Yeah.
We were just like.
It was also like 8 or 9 at night. We were like, fuck it.
It was
What's
like
gonna
a
happen?
Wednesday, so it's like, yeah.
That was before I was working at Costco too.
But like now, it's just.
Now we'll see anything.
Yeah, but like I'm a
Like, how
little
many
bit
Dolby movies
more
did I see this week?
accepting of like just walking out of a movie if it's bad. Like I've only done it like once or twice.
Doolittle.
Yeah. I wanted to leave the Mary Poppins movie, but you wouldn't let me.
Nope, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Lin-Manuel can write, let me tell you. All right, last one. The Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal has gone through officially. 100%. They put out a delicious trailer.
Call of Duty to be
Game Pass.
And an Xbox exclusive.
No, not gonna happen
yet.
Maybe like when it's past its prime. It's past its prime. Maybe when it's past like the cultural zeitgeist. Maybe. But I don't think. What is it? The trade union? I don't think they're gonna let that happen. They'll be like, "Nah, Microsoft, Xbox, a fucking monopoly. Hey, you can't do that. Hey."
No, you already have all of Bethesda things.
They'll be like, Candy Crush. You guys want Candy Crush on the Xbox? We're like, can you just fix the Black Ops 2 servers? Nah, Candy Crush 2.
That's what we need.
You want the micro-trade? You want to buy the jelly beans? I'll give you the jelly beans.
I don't know what else you want. We gave you Uno for free. Like,
I didn't fucking have Uno on my Xbox, dude.
Neither did I. I keep hearing people talking about that shit, and they're like, yeah, you got Uno. I'm like, where the fuck did you get Uno?
I had to buy it. But it was fun for the one night that we played.
I played it a hell of a lot more than that.
Well, I didn't.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
First thing of the episode.
I thought this was the second.
The first review of the episode.
Okay.
Loki. Episode
Loki.
2. Did we talk? We talked about episode 1 last week, yeah. All the days are blended together.
Yeah. Oh, oof, you have no idea.
So Loki episode 2. I've seen it twice now, but
Yeah.
you just watched it back at my house.
Yeah.
It's much better on the second watch.
Okay.
Timmy and I agreed it was kind of bland the first time through because it felt like it's exactly what you said. It feels like a lot of things happened, but also nothing happened. I hate that they rushed through certain spoilers. I hate that they rushed through like Sylvie coming back.
Yeah.
They're just like at the drop of a hat. They're like, "Oh man, look, there she is," and then she's like, "Ah, fuck you, Loki," and then they're like, "They're gonna kill billions of people." And she's like, "Oh, I gotta help you."
Yeah. It seemed like a lot was happening, and then like
Nothing.
nothing did. And the last episode felt like a movie, and this just kind of felt like another Disney Plus show. It felt like a
Yes.
good one.
Yes.
Still, like it wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
it felt like they went back to form and not in a good way.
It feels like every couple of episodes are going to feel different. My assumption is they put a big push through for the premiere, so it feels like a movie.
Mhm.
Second one is less. The third one is going to be the like mid-season finale.
Yeah.
So they'll put a huge push on that. 4 and 5. 4 is going to be just another like, here we go.
Mhm.
5 will be the oh man, the end is coming, and then the finale will be like, you guys gotta watch Loki. Look
It's
how
only
good
6
fucking Loki.
episodes?
Yeah. So was the first season.
Oh well, I also think that they probably had more of Kang in it, and then after everything that was going on,
No.
they probably dialed
No
it back
reshoots
a
have
little
done
bit. You don't have to do reshoots, but like re-edit.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Like
see.
if you're doing this like thing where like you're chasing him through time, just cut out one of the eras.
Yeah. I think episode 2 was fine.
It was it wasn't
It didn't
bad.
feel. It
just-
wasn't crazy.
No, but
It's another thing of expectations. You
Yeah.
know, it's where I'm like, oh man, I want this shit to happen. You got to be like, wait a second, this is a TV show. We're in the second
Yeah.
episode. You can't just have like all full speed fucking engines going.
no, but you can.
What?
Because it's a limited series. It's a
It is a limited
6-episode show. You
Yeah.
can go full engines the
If
whole
you can't
time.
go full engines the whole time, then just make it shorter.
Yeah, that's why they didn't do 10 to begin with. That's
Yeah.
why you do 6, so you can do that. So if the fact that you're not doing it again, once again, make it a movie. Why are you
Yeah.
stretching it out?
Yeah.
So-
Or a special presentation. Fucking whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah, just do part 1 and 2 or something like that.
Yes.
Make it an hour and a
Yes.
half, like
Hour and a half, hour and a half here.
Yeah.
Release them both within like 6 months of each other. Who fucking cares?
in a week of each other.
What?
Make it an event. Yeah.
No, you can make it an event twice in a year.
No,
You know,
because it's a limited.
You
like,
want to just call it like a
series.
2-week event?
Yeah,
Ah.
but like just so you're still watching it like a show or
God.
something, but it's
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sitting here and my nose is just like, it was running and now it's just plugged up.
oh,
I feel like somebody put corks up there.
drink some water.
What else happened in Loki?
What is happening?
No, what else happened in that
Oh,
episode?
he
I don't
uses
care about
power-
X5,
He
dude.
uses powers and it was weird
It was cool because we didn't see it
haven't
for like 10
seen it
episodes.
in a while,
Yeah.
and then like even when he was using it, there was always people around him with like the same level.
Yep.
So you could tell he was using it, but like there was no reason to get really creative with it because
Exactly.
everybody else could do whatever. And
Yeah.
now that he's like fighting a human,
He's like,
he's
I'm gonna
just
take my
fucking
shadows
play
and
with you
fucking
like a
grab
puppet.
you. And, yeah.
And we're gonna get this weird. And he's like, I'm gonna shove you in this fucking box, and I'm just gonna
Yeah,
make it.
I don't care about
smaller
X5, dude.
and
Whatever his
smaller.
name, Brad. I don't fucking care about him.
I love how he showed up in the first episode. I went, that guy seems like a dick, and
And then, the
and
next
then I
episode,
thought that I
you're
would
like-
never see him again. In the next episode, I'm like, is that the dick?
And then when they just start going and going with the second episode,
and
they're
I'm
like,
like,
oh,
oh, he's like a
dick.
main guy right now. Okay,
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't ask for this.
This is my problem with so many of these Disney Plus shows is they just go, hey, look, new character, very important.
Yes.
We go, why new character? Give me Loki.
New story, same character, and you introduced a new character already, who's great. This
Sylvie.
is enough.
Yes.
No.
What?
Sylvie was in season 1.
Yeah.
Obi,
Oh yeah, I like Obi.
exactly.
And then he showed up again. He's like, we're all gonna die. I was like,
He is. I haven't seen a lot of his work.
I don't
but
think he has
is
a lot of work.
Very clearly, just playing the dude from the Goonies that he played when he was a kid.
Yes.
With the same like peppy, just like oh yay and like gadget
Well,
building.
yeah,
and
but maybe
whatever.
that's why they like him.
Are we about to get like a backwards thing saying that he is the dude from the Goonies and that was part of the timeline?
That'd be
Are
cool.
they gonna make? Do they own that now? Can they do that?
Does Marvel own the Goonies? Does Marvel own the
But
Goonies?
in the Goonies, he's wearing a Superman T-shirt. So how do you like?
Did they name drop Superman?
I don't know. Are they trying to say that Marvel's so big that DC is just a comic book series in the Marvel universe?
One of them did that. Either DC dropped Marvel or Marvel dropped DC in something.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's like a Deadpool thing or something because he'll just say whatever. So
Yeah.
like, if that was it, like it doesn't really, it's not canon.
No,
Why are you staring at me like
because man, I'm trying.
that? Dude, you're dying. I'm falling asleep. She's napping. The cat's eating. Like, it's a shit show.
everybody's
today.
no. It's not a shit show. It's just
No, but
everybody
it's
going
rough,
through it.
Yeah,
Everybody going through it.
and this
But you
caffeine
know what?
is not working.
Chug it then.
I thought about it.
Chug. You like the peer pressure? No.
I need it to last.
Whatever, dude. It's funny. I don't have a ton to say about Loki episode 2 because nothing really happened. There. Well, first of all, McDonald's product placement. Yeah. An Indian restaurant.
Still confused. I thought the outside looked a little weird in that one shot. I'm like, why does it look kind of like Asian-y?
The bokeh of Loki's shot felt really weird when they were outside. The blur.
Oh, I just felt like it was on purpose.
Oh yeah, it just felt like it. Whatever. Maybe it's just me.
So like, you don't worry about what's in the background. It's all focused on them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about.
Maybe it was like it felt super intense.
Yeah, especially because it was like in the 80s or whatever. They're supposed to be set if a car drives by in the background. You don't have to worry about editing it out. It's already blurred.
100%. And then the McDonald's product placement.
The Ford product placement.
Does it feel useful? The Ford, how they just fucking lingered on her, like walking up to the thing,
Ford
opening
bang.
the thing, sitting on, and you're like,
you can tell she's cool because she drives a Ford. I'm gonna sit on the hood and just chill. What?
It doesn't turn on. It's a Ford.
I had a Ford.
Where is it now?
Where is it now? I sold it for a Jeep.
That's right.
Yes.
Who doesn't love a Jeep?
Communist. I don't know.
Look at season 2. It's all right, I guess. You know what was really good?
What?
That I saw for the first time a year too late?
What?
Werewolf by Night.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
Telling you about it, and you're like, I thought
everybody's been talking about it. Every comic book person that I follow and every YouTuber who watches this shit, everyone's like, yeah, Werewolf by Night is like a perfect breath of fresh air.
And I was expecting another one this year, and they lied to us.
And they went color.
Yeah. Which is that even out yet?
I don't think so.
Exactly. And they're like, what do you do with the ending then? Do you make it black and white in the ending instead of making it color because it was already in color? Like, do you play with that at all?
That's true. There's a whole thing there.
Yeah. And then, like, I feel like it's not going to stick out as much because the whole thing was, like, the red pops and all that. And if you have it in color, like, you're just going to lose a lot of it. But I would like to see Man-Thing be in color the whole time. Sorry, you know him as Ted.
Ted is he's the shit, dude. I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's just
a bro. He's just a bro.
That's all he is. You can't really understand him, but I love the dynamic that the two of them had, especially in the ending when he sits down. He's like, you didn't say, I always save your ass. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't do anything for me. And I love that nonchalantly, they're like, look at this big guy. This big guy built this little house for him. He got him a French press. He made him a cup of coffee.
And he's playing some solitaire.
Just with
for
big cards.
Dude to wake up.
He went out of his way to purchase larger cards so he could play solitaire, but made sure not to get a big mug because he knew it was only for him.
Yeah. He doesn't drink coffee.
It's adorable.
He's a plant dude.
It's perfect. Maybe he likes coffee.
That's cannibalism.
You're saying it's a plant dude. Dude, he's fucking playing solitaire.
But he's not drinking plant matter.
Oh, that's true. Cannibalism.
Yes.
I didn't even think of it. Is it more like plant matter or plant pee? Because it's a liquid coming from a plant.
Next question.
I think the action and the choreography were phenomenal.
It was great. I like that they chose to go with the old-time Wolfman.
Yes. Yes, it wasn't like a CG monster.
Yeah,
he
was
like
all the rest of the fucking like things that they had on the wall and everything were like, it was like a vampire or whatever. It was clearly a modern-day vampire.
Incredibly, yes.
Bigfoot or like a Yeti on there.
I saw like Man-Bat.
Man-Bat. That was Dracula.
Was it really?
It was the vampire.
Dracula on the boat.
Man-Bat is DC.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying they look like.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about Dracula or vampire. Dracula on the boat.
They are vampires. Do you know what they look like?
Like Man-Bat?
Yeah. You mean a Batman? They look like a Batman.
They look like a Batman.
A man who is Bat.
Man-Bat.
Perfect description.
I think the choreography was it was nice and refreshing to see someone do what Scarlett Johansson did.
Yeah.
In like Iron Man 2 with all the flipping and shit. But it wasn't just like, oh, look at this tight bodysuit she's wearing. Look at her boob. Look, she did a flip. Oh, look at the hair flip. It's more like she's doing it. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy and then
she's
stab
gonna get
this
her head
guy.
bashed into a corner 4 times and have a scratch.
It wasn't with like ease either. He was
bang, bang, and the normal person's skull caved in. Her. Oh, I got cut.
The normal person's skull caved in by the second time.
Yeah.
The fourth time,
dead.
She was like,
I know I keep bringing it up, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the end scene, that's what would have happened to her. Her face would have been mushed in, and it would have been a bloody mess.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, blood just started showing up like as it went on. Like it didn't start that bad, but then like once that dude got his head fucking incinerated, then it like really started taking off.
And then 2 different times she spun around someone, she cut their neck, and then the camera panned right to them.
Yeah.
And you just saw that
splatter on the camera and everything.
And then to make sure they up the ante, the second person goes cut, and then a sword in the head.
In the top of the head. Right there. And then like not all the way
and
in.
Then
we're not going to take it.
Too.
We're just going to like let it sit there. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it was rated R because they're like, oh, Deadpool's the first R-rated fucking thing.
But it wasn't a movie. It was a
special.
Fair.
But they lingered on it. The sword went in the head,
yeah.
and they just went.
That may have also been why it was in black and white and probably not rated R if it's like that, because it's not like it's not blood. It's gravy. I don't know.
That's like what they do with like Dragon Ball Z Kai when they're like, "Oh, there's no blood. Look at the black mark on his head.
Yeah,
it's from a punch." You're like,
he got scuffed up.
That's clearly the dirt.
Yeah,
the worms in the dirt.
You just got hit on that rock super hard, so it stayed there.
Werewolf by Night is really good.
Yeah,
and I love it a lot. How you feel? I
Yeah,
can't do my
spitting on the chicken.
I spit that way. It was an accident. I'm a mess. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've been sick on an episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
in a year.
Take better care of yourself.
I'm trying, dude.
Eat some vitamins.
I take so many supplements.
No vitamins.
Supplements.
No.
Multivitamin, vitamin C. I take a fiber gummy now to help me poop better.
You can just eat better.
Fuck you.
Eat your greens and you won't have to take a fiber.
So Werewolf by Night.
Yes.
Where in the MCU list does it go? Is it like an A tier? Is it a B tier?
I would say B plus because it was just like.
Sorry,
Thank you.
something?
Having said that, I'd say B plus because I could have had a little bit more going on. Some of the dialogue between the fighters was a little iffy, but the story was cool. The monsters are great. Effects were good.
All right.
Next on the list.
Speaking of the spooky stuff,
spooky season.
Because of our recording schedule, there's only a certain number of not even the schedule. Because we're adults with full-time jobs.
Yes.
We can't just watch mountains of movies until you guys subscribe and hit the like button.
Yes, and then we could do this full time and watch all the movies,
Exactly.
even the bad ones,
even
like
the bad
Leprechaun 1 through 6.
That's like the 3rd or 4th time you mentioned watching those two, so I know you really want to.
Leprechaun in the Hood is great.
I want to watch Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
It's dawning on me more. I keep seeing people be like, "Let me rank the Friday the 13th."
They want to
movies.
bring him back now too.
Again?
Yeah,
They rebooted it already. Like
Yeah.
2008, 2010?
Well, that's over a decade ago now.
I know. Almost 15 years
But
ago.
they
2008 is
They
15
want
years
to
ago.
reboot that. They just rebooted The Exorcist. They're doing all this shit.
No, The
one
Exorcist,
wanted
it
to
was a legacy sequel where they retcon certain things.
You know the guy who directed the Halloween things too, where he did the
That makes
exact
sense.
same thing.
Well, good. He's doing good.
I don't think anyone went to see it though.
Whatever. I'm not going to see it.
Because like with slashers and stuff, they have this kind of like legacy and doing whatever. But The Exorcist was like our parents' generation were like, that's the movie, but then like nothing after that. So like we really don't give a shit.
No.
So
no part of me. Those trailers, admittedly, a part seemed scary, especially the first time you see it.
Yeah.
But no part of me was like, man, that looks like fun. We should go see it.
I gotta watch that right now. I
Nope.
can't wait to go get scared shitless by these creepy
And there's
little
even
girls.
there's even certain times where we're like, man, I don't want to see this, but we have to see this one.
Yeah.
Like Wonka. I don't want to fucking see that.
No, it's gonna be terrible.
But we have to see it.
Because it was directed by the guy who made Paddington 2, which is the greatest film of all time.
Allegedly.
I've seen it.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
It's pretty fucking good.
Just makes me think of Ewan McGregor and Pooh.
What was the movie where they mentioned that? Where they're just like, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
You saw that too?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It's great. And he's talking, Pedro Pascal's
Oh,
character.
he's talking
and
about Paddington. They
he's
cry?
just like Paddington 2. And he's like, that is the greatest movie I've ever seen. So I'm like, it cannot be that good. So I went home and watched it. I'm like, it's not an Oscar film, but that's a really good movie.
Another good movie. It. Chapter 1. From 2016, 2017?
Yeah, around there. I have not seen them in a while, but I watched them a lot, so I
You
still kind of
fucking worshipped these movies.
He was so
Especially
cool. He was so
as
cool.
Chapter 2 was coming out, you were obsessed. You were worshiping. You were buying the pops. This was the biggest pop collection that you had for a long time.
Yeah, it's still probably up there. And then, it came out, and it wasn't as good as the first one.
Well, we'll talk Chapter 1 first.
Chapter 1, good film.
Good
There's
movie. Very good movie. Like, in terms of our ranking that we entirely forget every other episode of a good, bad, or it's alright, I guess, overrated is fucking my opinion.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's great.
Chapter 1 is a very good movie.
It's good.
You'll float too. It's not scary. It's a horror movie, but no part of it is scary.
There's a couple jump scares, but because of the way that they do a lot of the stuff, it's a little bit cartoony-ish.
It feels
and it
more
was
cartoony
when it came out. Like, it's not like it's dated now. Like, that's just the style they went for.
Yeah.
And I even thought that was weird when I saw it. But there was, like, a moment or two, like, when they're in the sewer and, like, that one dude who, like, definitely seemed like a pedophile, like, with the longer black hair. And everything was in the sewer looking for the kids, and like there was all the burnt children, like that shit got me.
Oh yeah, that got me a little bit. Yeah.
So there's like a couple.
No, the thing that got me is the beginning
God,
when Pennywise is he's trying to get Georgie into the sewer, and he's just looking at him and the eyes are crossed, and then he's drooling.
Yeah.
And Georgie's like, Georgie is me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Did you see the gag reel for that?
No.
he's just like, here, Georgie, you got the boat. And he's like, okay, thanks. And then Georgie walks away, and Pennywise is like, fuck.
Bill Skarsgård,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, I love the behind the scenes. Hey, kids, you ready to beat the shit out of me? Let's go.
In chapter 1, I feel like they shouldn't have made a sequel, to be honest with you, because it's this perfect lightning. I know from the source material, I fucking get it. Okay,
but yes, you have to.
It's this lightning in a bottle shit where you're like, the cast is the perfect age. The chemistry they have is great.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård is fucking killing it. The CG looks great.
Yeah.
The story is rock solid from start to finish.
Oh, fantastic.
And
then you get to 2, and then
2, it's like
they got all cast by the cast that the kids wanted, unless they knew who were going to cast them, and that's why they answered the way they did.
Yeah.
But the one that makes me so goddamn mad,
is it Bill Hader?
Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, she's bad.
As Bev, when she
Atrocious.
clearly looked more like Amy Adams as a child in the first one.
Yes.
And it was the biggest miscasting in my mind, and that's all I could see the entire time. I'm like, yes, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You did bad.
Bill Hader does stand out a little bit,
He is so good.
but I liked it. And then everybody else was also good, but the scenes where the kids were supposed to be like them again, but then they like CGI'd over them to de-age them.
Yeah,
even
that's
though,
bad.
Because they were all like teenagers now.
Yes.
And you're like, they're smooth.
Especially,
they look like putty.
What's the little chubby kid's name?
It's been a while. You just watched it.
Ben,
Huh?
I think.
Ben, yes.
Ben.
For
Ben
the-
clearly lost weight, and they used some CG to like make his face bigger because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be at the same time.
Yeah. It just didn't.
This
look,
is what I mean. Like
Yeah, and the dude who played Finn from
What they should
Stranger
have done-
Things,
yes,
he looked very different.
exactly.
And they tried to like.
Because he grew the fuck up.
Yeah.
What they should have done is treated it like a. It didn't work, but treat it like the Matrix, the 2 sequels of the Matrix, or Lord of the Rings. Just film the 2
Yeah.
at the same time.
They should have. They knew they were going to go with the second one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even if you didn't know what the budget for the other shit was, just be like, what was it, a scene or two? You
Yeah.
could have easily did that.
Exactly.
And like not worried about it. But instead, you chose to do something weird. And then they handed
just
him
commit-
the
take a
reins
loss.
of the Flash, which, you know.
What?
The guy who directed Pennywise directed Flash.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
that
And you know
clearly
what
means
we just pointed out?
what?
The effects look cartoony. We should have seen it coming. We should have seen it coming.
That just means that if you look at this guy's resume, it's like It 2016 box office gain X, Y, and Z cast critical praise, and then instead of listing all of the details for every other movie he's done, it's like It Chapter 2, this one, this
Flash.
one, this
I think
one.
before that he did horror films too.
So that people look at it and they go,
It is a horror
"Oh
film.
shit, dude, he did It Chapter 1. That's a great movie. My kids love that movie.
Yeah.
Let's get this guy to do The Flash."
Yeah.
And now if he goes to shop his resume around, they're like,
How about you don't work on anything for a while? Why don't
yeah,
you
should probably just take a seat.
or if you do, maybe let somebody else handle the special effects direction.
Why don't you just do what Marvel does and just say you're the director, but you don't actually do anything?
Yeah.
It's just like, I like what spawned around It 2, or not It 2, like It TOO 2.
Yes.
Like the,
My brain just shut
I'm
off.
sorry. Like the merchandise, like I know Funko Pops. People say shit about Pops. We've talked about Pops at length on the podcast.
Yeah.
You can look at the link in the bio. We talked about it, dedicate a whole episode to it. But dude, watching those Pennywise Pops come out, because at first they were like bang one, bang with a chase. You were like,
It's crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I fucking need this. I need both of them right now. People are like, nah, this thing's worth $200, and we're like, listen, maybe. And then they're like, another wave, and Brendan's like, I gotta have all 30 fucking Pennywise. I don't give a shit.
Keep it coming. Keep it
And then
coming.
I'm working at FYE, and they're like, oh, there's exclusive, and Brendan's like,
I need that fucking pop, man.
he's like, the minute you get it, I need you to hook me up with it. And then I gotta be like, hey, we have the Pennywise in the back. Can I buy it? It's not out yet, but can I buy it? They're like, no. I'm like, okay. That guy texts you, be like, you gotta wait a couple days.
You gotta wait, but you gotta be here right when this happens. I'm like,
That's
I'm
right.
at work. And they're like, well, I can't help you. And I'm like, this is bullshit.
Be like, my paycheck was $50. I got no money to spare
I
for
got-
you.
Spend 15 right out on this fucking pop. And I'll pay you back in like
I remember surviving on
Taco Bell or something.
$50 every week.
That was terrible.
Yeah. But now things are so expensive where my paycheck feels almost the same.
You just have more to worry about.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah. Adulting is hard.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You have to pay for a car.
Yeah.
I don't.
I somehow spent way less on my credit card this month than the past previous 6, and I feel like I did so much more.
Well, you've done a lot, but you've been with the wedding and shit.
The wedding, yeah, but people hanging out with my dad and stuff. So sometimes he spots some of the things. So it's
Well,
not.
don't you
all
also
on
buy
me.
stupid shit every? Like you bought a TV a few months ago. I'm sure that was a Like a
That was a good purchase.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
it's a
good
great
purchase.
TV.
But I
really
did
proud
buy
of that
something
TV.
stupid. I bought lights for the back of that TV, and it's awesome.
$80. That's not stupid. $1,600 is stupid.
It wasn't $1,600.
The TV?
Yeah,
How much was it?
1,000.
Oh shit. My bad.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
A
$1,000
brand
is
new
really nothing.
65-inch TV, OLED,
Yeah.
for $1,000 on
Sony
sale.
XC90L.
Last one in the store, and
They marked it down for you.
in a room that's way too small for it. That makes it feel
But
like
it's
I'm in the movie theater.
amazing. Maybe
It's
maybe
great.
tomorrow I'll go buy those lights.
$80.
$80 Best Buy.
Yeah, 130 if you want to get the ones with the little towers on the side, so you
Nope.
have extra lighting.
That is obnoxious and unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need the sound bar and the TV and the subwoofer and the lights and the pill. That's
Well, the pillars are like this tall. Like it's literally just.
where am I gonna put it? In my tiny house.
You're supposed to put them on your mantle in front of the TV. It's shorter than this. It's like up to here.
But I already have like the two little speakers on the side.
So put it on top of the speakers.
That sounds horrible. It chapters 1 and 2
Yeah, It Chapter 1 is great. It Chapter 2 is there.
aight.
Yeah, it is that right.
The best scene in It Chapter 2 is when Bill Hader's like, I'm gonna beat you to.
I like the
I love
behind
that
the
that's a
scenes
meme
for that
right
as
now,
well,
too.
where he's just like, "Hey man, like how did they do that eye thing with the CGI?" And he went like, "Oh,
It's
like
not
this," and then
CGI.
he did it,
And then
he
Bill
was like,
Hader
"Oh,
runs
fuck."
away.
And there's like pictures of him like actually reacting for the first
Yeah.
time. He's like, "That's not okay,
It's
man."
fucking phenomenal. Yeah, Chapter 2 is very disappointing. It's so disappointing to me that I fell asleep in the last 5
But
minutes.
that's what it is. It was if it just came out as that standalone for like the second one,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "This is an okay movie," and it would have been whatever. But because the first one was so good, it was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh, come on."
100%.
To be fair, I think that has been a problem with that story for a while. Like it wasn't just what he did,
Yeah.
it's just kind of how it's
Well, I mean,
written. It's
they
a bit
also took
weaker
out, like,
on the back end.
They took out like the rape scene from the book and the cosmic space turtle.
What rape scene? You mean the
Like,
kid orgy?
I don't know if mine or yours was worse. Both are accurate, yes.
Yeah. No one questioned that too. Like Stephen King's just still walking around. They're like, "Hey, man, Steve,
Are you really sure about this book?
what you writing there, man?"
Are you really sure you need to dedicate 10 pages to the kid orgy?
It's about their growing up and them
Her becoming a woman.
and moving past this trauma of being children and becoming adults. They're 11. Like,
They're learning as they go. Bad.
yeah.
You know what's good though? Nope. We need to have to keep rolling, okay?
There's
If we
so
don't
many
keep
jokes
rolling,
I can make.
you need to stop.
Go. Before I say something dumb. Go.
Halloween, 1977, the original.
Yes.
I'm making music.
That would be so much worse.
What?
If he's wearing that mask so you can't see his mouth and he's just chasing you? We're like, "What are you doing, Mike? Like, come on."
Instead of hearing the breathing as he's walking around the corner, it's just like, we gotta hide from him. He goes,
I'm pretty sure in theaters I'd be crying from laughter, but also actually afraid at
they
the
have
same
to cut the
time.
eye holes bigger too, so he's just,
You're super.
can I do that for
Occasionally a tongue
Halloween?
comes out of the mouth.
But it's a fake tongue, so it just goes,
Mike, what are you doing? He doesn't talk.
he's got no teeth. That's it. Michael
Like in an end, he
Myers.
just gets a thing of water. He was just thirsty the whole time.
He's like,
Just borrow some sugar.
I was
man,
just
for my
trying to
coffee.
get the bottle so I could go like this, and
And
then
these dumb motherfuckers just kept getting in the way.
just trying to put the fucking knife down in the block, dude. Stop carrying the block around.
I want to watch this now. This
So-
needs to be a thing.
So Halloween 1977.
Yes.
We didn't watch this like at the exact same time, but we binged the
Sorry, I had to.
we binged the new trilogy in one day.
Yeah.
What was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
We sat down on my couch. We were like, man, do you want to watch the 4 Halloween movies? No, but we could just watch the one from 2017. It's like 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, they're into 4:30. And we're like, oh, fuck it. We can just watch the next one. You want to stay for dinner? Yeah, I'll stay for dinner.
Yeah.
Then we got halfway through the second one, and we're like,
We might as well watch the third
you know
one.
we're going to watch the third
Yeah.
one, right? So we're only going to cover the canon Halloween movies.
Yes.
But we'll start with 77. I think it's 1977. I don't know.
70 something. It was
77,
early.
78, something
You know, it was
like
back then.
that. Even like,
Wasn't it the original slasher too?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Friday the 13th ripped this off.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the original slasher. We're not
The original
educated enough on this.
mainstream slasher.
Yes.
Yeah.
The original one to go. It's the original one to go, like,
Here's
become
a dude in a
super big.
mask. You scared of William Shatner? You are now.
Do you want to see it inside out? So 19, it has stood the test of time. I think that original Halloween is still phenomenal.
Yeah.
Still really feels like it's from the 70s
Yeah.
when they go, oh, little kid, you're at his point of view. Stab, boobs.
Well, that's what the slasher
Stab.
genre
Yes,
was.
that's what I'm saying.
But like even for like past the 70s, like the 80s, 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s, like
It's all the
that's
same.
what it was for.
Yeah.
It was just
It's not like that anymore.
It is.
Can't
but it
have
isn't.
sex. Sex is bad. That's why you're dying.
Well, yeah, but then someone always winds up having sex and then they
And then
fucking
they
die.
die,
But
yes.
it's like a reason to die.
That's a reason to die?
Well,
Because you're having
for
sex.
the story,
And
yeah.
sex is bad.
And then guys with knives don't like sex.
That's right.
They like stabbing, and you're in the way.
And they're thirsty. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a ton of like super deep character development to do in a movie like that
Yeah.
because you're just running away from the guy with the big knife. But for what she's given,
Yeah.
great, start to finish. How many of the really good kills? Because I feel like
why did you just hit a note?
I feel like 77 really isn't nearly as hyper violent as like the newer
You
trilogy.
want to watch it again?
What?
A bunch of teenagers got murdered. It was pretty violent.
No, it's violent. But I'm saying like in Halloween 2017, you see the woman who's like looking out the window and then he like stabs her through the neck and
Yeah,
like,
that was
smashes
good.
her face.
That was a good one.
That's not going to happen in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't have good enough effects.
No, they didn't. They were also had people scared of sex.
Yes. This is for the devil.
What did you think of Halloween?
It was a great movie. I've watched it so many times. Oh,
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Like, did he have a car? Tell me more. Tell me more. My nose is fucking stuffed up.
It was good, but people like know a lot about it and everything, so I kind of wanted to talk more about the recent ones.
Oh, the new
And,
ones?
Yeah, just kind of like because been there, done that. So
Been there,
like,
done that. All
and
right.
seeing what it did with everything with what was the first one of the new trilogy?
Halloween.
It was just called Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween 2017.
Okay. And it was good, and I love that they didn't make her the damsel in distress or just like, oh no, like
They made her
oh no,
fucking
Sid,
angry.
it's happening again. Okay, I got a revolver this time. No, it's just like I have like 9 shotguns. My house is a bomb shelter. I've been training like John Wick every day for 40 years. Fucking fight me. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. That's what I would do. That's what would happen. You would
That's
go
what you should do.
insane. You would be, especially if the dude wasn't dead and everything, and you were just like, had to wait. Like, stop it. Stop. 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 Stop what you're doing.
It's a double. I'm only making you do one. Here. Nationwide is on your side. I was delicate about it. I was going slow to make sure I didn't spill anything, and you're just a fucking violent man.
I wanted to pick it up on the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes...
Come on, man. Production quality.
Whatever,
Get
motherfucker.
with the program.
Production quality
Speaking of production quality, the mask in the 2017 version
is the best version of that
awesome.
mask
It's
we've ever
so
seen.
good.
Oh, from top to bottom.
Yep.
What? Are you laughing? Is that what it
I
was?
don't want to do it. I'm so fucking tired of drinking. Why do you hurt me?
I want the screen grab of you doing that to be the face of something.
It burns the soul.
No, that's smooth as shit. It's like $6 a shot, Brendan.
You hear that?
Well, you know, it's probably $6 because it's a double.
You hear the Johnny Cash version of Hurt?
Bartender, I really
No,
did
I
it this
hurt
time.
myself today. That's how that felt.
So the mask in Halloween 2017.
Awesome. I really want to know if they still use William Shatner
No.
as the base for all of them, or they just make it.
They're probably just basing it off of like what the mask was and what they think it's going to be. I don't think they go, all right, William Shatner's face, then let's like tweak it a little bit.
That'd be cool if they did.
It would.
Also, got to be running a mask. They haven't made it since the 70s.
No, they definitely started. Maybe they did just take one from the 70s and just like burn it a fucking little.
Yeah. Burn it a little.
Like, give me some scissors and a lighter. I'll make you the perfect fucking mask.
I'm gonna make you a star. Give me some scissors and a lighter.
And a shot of Jameson. I think, dude, something about this movie. I'm not a big horror fan. I'm a big action fan.
Yeah.
Comic books, nerd shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Horror movies, only the ones that I have to watch.
But
and
like,
this it's like a quote horror movie.
Slasher is like different from
yes.
horror.
Action horror, not scary. Horror in big quotation marks.
Yeah, you're more there for the fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's probably the best slasher movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Halloween 2017.
It's great, but the way it ends and everything set up so much shit where I'm like, man, this whole family's gonna kick his ass in the next fucking film. And the next one starts,
or he's
like,
gonna
God
die.
damn it, Mom.
No, see,
you suck. And I'm like, what the fuck just
This
happened?
is where everything, this for me, this trilogy is a fucking train wreck.
Yeah. All over the place.
It starts...
Though I do want to talk about the last one separately, just because there's a lot going on in it.
Yes, there is. The finale of Halloween.
Yes. So the second one,
we'll just talk about the first...
Kills?
Kills, yes.
Yes.
So the first one ends, and you're like, Michael's going to die. But the daughter's got the knife, so she's clearly, like, got the darkness inside her. She's going to be the killer next, or something's going to happen.
Oh, that's not what I got.
That's entirely what I got.
Oh, they think he's dead. It's Mike Myers. Clearly he's not fucking dead,
Fuck
but she's got the knife. She's going to take him on, and she's going to be the one to kill her.
Oh.
Because Laurie couldn't.
I like Halloween Kills compared to Halloween Ends because it still feels like it's the same movie. It still feels like it's the same thing. It picks up right after it.
Except it's fucking bad.
It is really bad. Evil dies tonight. I
Evil
understand
dies
wanting to
tonight.
like bring in people from the original movie. I get wanting to connect it to like Michael's first night. You want to connect it to the police officer.
The dude they had in it was
Loomis shows
definitely
up.
not in the first movie because he was
100%
an
no.
80s like teen star. So unless he was like 5 in that fucking movie and I don't remember him, he was not in it. And he was such a big deal. And then like there was like a scene or two where I'm like, are you gonna make this kind of like a love interest kind of thing? I'm like, what's going on with you two? Like, it's kind of a deeper connection.
With him and Laurie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a bit of a deeper connection. I'm like, I don't really need her to like meet anyone.
And then, dude, they have this poor
crazy fucking dude who's just like genuinely crazy and was like not.
And then kills himself.
Was horrified of the people because they were the monsters, and that's the message.
That's the entire thing. And then to prove the point that we are the monsters,
we're gonna end the jump out of a fucking window
with Michael Myers taking on 20 people
and just stabbing them and just being like, "Oh, we like beat you with 9 pipes and stabbed
with
you in
a
the
fucking
head.
voiceover of
you
them
with
talking about like maybe he's more, maybe it's the evil inside of him,
maybe
maybe he's more than that,
maybe he's the spirit of Halloween." And on that day, Mike Myers' heart grew 3 sizes that day. And he just got up and just started fucking murdering people.
I thought you were going to say he just got up and started fucking.
Just started fucking everyone.
He's like, my name's Michael Myers. I'm here to fuck. That's how they flipped the genre on its head.
Yes.
Before it was if you have sex, you die. Now it's if you have sex, you live.
You got to fuck Michael to live, man.
Stop. Enough.
Mike's enough. Get your dick
enough.
I like how for me, like, I can see where I'm going, so I know what's gonna happen, but I catch you off guard every fucking time, and you just start laughing, and it makes me giggle.
Guys, watch out, Michael's coming. That was really good. Oh, that was so good. I fucking love that. Oh my god.
I cried. You're making me tear up a bit.
Sorry. That was really good. Oh shit. I wanted you to stop too. I don't remember what the fuck I was saying. Every episode there's one where we just divulge into. Oh fuck. That was great. Okay, hi. We're back.
What? Oh, I was talking to the camera. I'm like, who's at the door?
So, yes, it's this whole movie of just trying to be like, man, look, man, we're the bad guys. We're the evil ones. We are the. We are the. You're giggling like a little kid. Stop.
Picturing the mom, just we're the ones.
Evil dies tonight. Do the roar.
That's a mom just unbuttoning your pants in unison. Here we go again, Mike.
Okay, so the crowd are the bad guys. I'm trying so hard to reel it in, and I can't, because that's it's a horrible concept. It's just, I took it as Mike has to have sex with other people with consent. You were like, nah, man, the mob of the bad guys. So then the ending. they're beating the crap out of Mike.
Yeah.
But they're not even just beating him. They're like stabbing
They're
him.
like beating.
They're
the shit-
shooting him.
Yeah.
They're hitting him with metal pipes.
Yeah.
And then he gets up and kills everyone. And then they're like, Lori's sitting there. She's like, man, I can't believe we almost got Michael. And then, oh, look, my daughter. Oh, my daughter's dead. Fuck shit.
Yeah.
That's what Lori sounds like.
But like, what was dumb as hell about it is what they did there is like all those things should have killed him, but they're like, nah, he's stronger than that. But then in the next film, they do kill him.
Yeah.
By stabbing him.
We're going to talk about the next film in the next episode. Okay.
Are we?
Yes.
We have to end it here so you can get your shit together.
I do. I need to take like 12 deep breaths about the fact that. So in closing, Halloween Kills is a bad movie.
Yes.
They should have just left it at Halloween 2017. Or if you want to make a sequel, make that the trilogy. The original one, 2017, and then Halloween Ends. Or call it Halloween Evil Dies Tonight. Whatever the fuck it's going to be. And then that's your reason to get the crowd together and then kill him. So that way it's a better movie. Instead, you have Halloween Kills is literally just filler to get to the ending.
Yeah.
The ending that also has nothing to fucking do with the two movies prior.
But I applaud them for going the direction
I
they
applaud them for trying.
Yeah.
It's a bad attempt.
I didn't see it coming, so.
I didn't. Most people never see Michael coming.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Okay, folks, this is episode 76. Brendan, do you know what we did last week?
No, but I can tell you what we're going to do next week.
What are we going to do
We're going
next
to finish talking about Halloween and a whole bunch of other spooky stuff
We're going to talk about Halloween Ends.
that you guys are going to love.
We're going to talk about the dilution of Halloween characters.
And Nightmare Before Christmas.
And Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a perfect way to end the spooky season.
Yep.
Last week, folks, what did we talk about? We talked about Loki, the premiere. We went over Ahsoka. We rambled for a bit about miscellaneous shit, only then to get to Shrek 2 and how great of a movie it is.
Perfection.
And finally, we ended things talking about IGN's top 25 supervillains of all time.
Okay. Sounds good.
I called it superhero villains.
How original.
All fixed. Folks, have a great night.
See you next week.
Give it a bop!